we made overtures, we made requiems, we took an album and like just, it was like musical indulgence to the max, do you know what I mean? And I'm literally like sat there on the floor in the thick of it, and I'm like, you have to enjoy this moment right now, the amount of work you've put in. And I'm literally just looking around at this bed of musicians just playing this music. It just doesn't get any better than that. Really and truly, it doesn't.
What's up, friends? It's your girl, Emily Curl, back here in our iHeartRadio studios in New York City, and we are so excited. We are joined by one of our favorites. Raye is in our studio. Can we show some love for Raye back here at our iHeartRadio studio? It's so great to see you again.
It's so good to see you as well.
What an amazing run that you've been on. Your songs are climbing the charts. You just performed on The Tonight Show. Grammy-nominated 2026 Grammys for your best music film. I mean, what's it like being Raye right now?
It's a really nice time actually at the moment, because aside from all of these things, like I'm really focused on self-love and like enjoying the journey, which I think interestingly in life we're always about like the destination, like I need to get there, I want to achieve this, but I'm really enjoying the journey. So it's nice because the days are filled with busy things and amazing things, but I feel like I'm present and I'm enjoying it and I'm grateful, so it's really nice.
By the way, we have to dive in with one of the more crazy stories of the year, which is your songbooks are back.
Yeah.
After your car got stolen, and then but you have them now.
We have them back.
I was personally invested in this story. Can you tell us the moment you found out that your songs have been recovered? This whole experience must have been a crazy thing for you.
Yeah, no, it was a crazy experience. Look, I was devastated. I live in South London, which, you know, is, I love South London, but it can be a little, you know, sometimes your car gets stolen. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
And it was like the middle of the day. It was broad daylight. It was just pretty devastating, the whole thing. And I realised, all my songbooks was in the boot of the car, the trunk. You American thing.
The boot. I like the boot better, actually.
The boot. Yeah, I don't know why we say that.
The boot's cute.
Yeah, and I'd mourned my books. Like, I grieved them. I was like, that's it. I need to start again, you know? And then in December last year when we were shooting, it's so funny because I've strategically delayed telling people I found the books again, because I told...
Buy you a little bit more time.
Exactly.
I would have done it too.
Yeah, so I did actually find them quite a while ago.
Oh,
which is great. Yeah, I've just not told everyone until like now.
Wait, that's actually so funny. Did you feel like it was like the universe just like looking out for you though when you got them back? And did that kind of aid back into the album process?
Oh, it was really just a very beautiful thing. I think I felt more, you know, that was my childhood car. Like, I've had the same car since forever. So I was obviously gutted about that, but I was more devastated, just felt a bit vulnerable, you know, because I poured my heart into these books. So I was so happy that they were recovered. Like, not one thing had been taken out of the car. I was shocked.
That's
honestly.
wild. That really is.
It was like a brand new pair of Jimmy Choos in there. And like,
my God.
I thought they would at least taken those.
Yeah.
No, they returned the car as is. I don't know why they didn't take
why do you think that is?
There was some vibes in that car. Like, I don't understand why they didn't take nothing out of the car.
I'm so
Like,
surprised.
I was so confused.
And then where'd they
find
find
there was like a Fendi coat in there. There was like some pieces in there.
Oh my
girl.
God, Raye.
I don't know what happened, yeah.
Wait, so when you found the car, were they just like, the car's back, or it was just...
The car was, so the police called me. I was on the video shoot for Born Again with Lisa and Doja on that day. I was literally sat in the hair and makeup chair. The police called me like, hello, we found your car. You know, we found out. I was like, is the stuff still in it? Well, you're going to have to come and find out yourself. Do you know what I mean? So,
what a mystery.
I know. So I was like, okay. Got back, opened the boot. As I left it, shocking.
That is wild.
I don't understand. Yeah. I was very, very happy.
I think they must have known that we needed this album. We needed the music. They're like, you know what? We all need Raye right now. And can I just say, like, I'm just such a personal fan of yours. And we've all been such big fans of yours from the very beginning. Listening to your music, I mean, you give us escapism. My other fave, 5-Star Hotels.
Yes,
Oscar Winning Tears. I love that one.
Love that.
Oscar Winning Tears. And then now we have Where Is My Husband? And when I say this song has altered my brain chemistry. I mean, it is just like injected into my veins on repeat. Did you know the magic when you created this song that it was going to be? I mean, because I feel like I'm not the only one who feels that. This is a resounding
I mean, the response has been like so overwhelming. It's so funny how like in this game. You can like talk yourself into like, I don't know, like before we put it out, or maybe just maybe 6 months ago, I was like, is that it? You know? Is that it for me? Like, have I had my big moment and now is that it? Do you know what I mean? And I was literally like talking to my dad, like, Dad, like, what if that's it? I don't know why we go in these things, you know, because
I'm sure you're creating to or not by yourself, but with a small group, and you're like,
you're in a tiny little room, and you're like, is anyone even gonna get this? So it was really beautiful. We was in this random Airbnb we rented in Big Bear. So random.
So funny.
I like a road trip, you know.
Oh.
So we drove from LA. Me, Mike Sabbath, Gianna, just 3 of us, or 4 of us. And we were just in a car, we packed up all the gear from LA, drove like 2.5 hours.
And that's such a nice drive.
It's really nice.
It's such a nice drive.
Go up a mountain, play some music on your way in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we got there, and then, we started creating this music. And I think being on stage has really developed this this style and this feeling. Like, I've always loved the 50s and the 60s, and even the way they used to present records back in the day. And I was super inspired by the Supremes, which is why I've got my 2 girls singing with me. And every time we're doing our performance, we've got our little choreo as well. But I think that, you know, I wanted this feeling of like pop music, retro pop music. So it was really investigating that sound, you know, no reverb, dry, no auto-tune vocals. Like, auto-tune's a really fun effect, which I drowned escapism in, but this was like a different vibe. Yeah, and I just really loved the song and some of the songs we was making up there, but you just don't know. They're made in little rooms, like Andre 3000 said in his speech the other day. We make things in little rooms and you just have no idea.
Yeah. I mean, it's so wild, especially for you, because obviously we love you as an artist, we love your songwriting, but you really are such an amazing producer. And the time and details that it takes for you to get a song exactly right, I think is really, really amazing when you really strip it back and look. Aww. And even one of my favorite parts is you have a BTS of doing the 8 layers of I Would Like a Ring.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm like, all of those that makes it so dramatic, those little flares, like that seems like a very specific Raye touch.
Yes.
Talk to me about your producing and why that plays such a big part in your music.
I'm really stepping into my producer bag. I'm producing my album myself. Like, this has been my goal of what I want to achieve. And I think it's a funny thing when you start out as a writer in this thing. You sat at the back of the room and the producer sits in the middle, and you sat at the side and you write lyrics and you sing, got on the mic, and then you sit at the back. And there's something really beautiful about being like, no, I know I have the vision. I know I have what it takes to do this. So it's been a really big goal of mine to be all over the production of this album, and it's been a really amazing process, but also like full-on process, because like every detail, when you're really looking at something, you're really looking at it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's been really exciting that, but I've learned, me as a producer, I'm really bad at just being like, okay,
letting it go, and
here you go, because there's always something great that could be added or could be improved. Like the version of Where Is My Husband that will go on the album is going to be different from the single version, because there are things that I'm like, we should have put this on the record. This has been better. We developed some new brass sections that we played in the NFL. We did our halftime. Not the Super Bowl. We did, obviously not. We did a halftime. God, what was the bloody game?
I know what you're talking about. I've seen it on
Instagram.
Yes.
We did. I promise we did it in London.
With the live show, yes.
And we added like a whole new brass part. We added new layers and new vocal parts. We even did this chordal transition into this new song called I Know You're Hurting. That it's just so exciting. Anyway, I'm really bad at just being like, okay.
Like, let it.
Yeah.
But all of those little details make it just such like an experience for us. I'm curious for you, because you're so in the weeds now. Like, what is a part of the process that you find takes the longest time or is the most challenging? Something that we might not, as a listener, pick up on when we first listen.
So it's interesting, the stages of a song, right? So you start with your original writing demos. That's what you create on the day. It's that initial spark, that initial thing that gives you like it. And I can only describe it as butterflies in your stomach. You know, it makes you feel like, oh, you know when you like someone and you get a text from them, and you get that feeling in your stomach,
and you see your phone light up, and
and you see it and you're like, oh, and all of a sudden it feels like that,
and then like life feels better. You see in vivid more colors are everywhere. The birds are chirping.
Literally,
life is worth living. Yes.
When you get that initial spark of chasing something you actually like, it gives you that feeling, and oh my gosh, it's like wow. So that's your initial first spark of momentum, right? You're going to have whatever you've left on the microphone on that day. And then you begin a process of refining. I think it's so interesting because I used to be someone who would write like 3 songs in a day. When I was a songwriter and I was doing the rounds in LA, and I'd do like 3 sessions a day, and it was just all about churning it out. And it's so interesting now that it's not that way for me. It's about, like, I will spend a day on like 1 verse because it needs to just be, I want you to be able to read it and it move you. So you have the lyrical thing that you have to achieve, right? Where I want you to be able to read it without any melody or music and it to be something, which is hilarious when you hear "Where Is My Husband?" What's taking him so long to find me, But, you know, some of the other songs in the album hold a little bit higher to that standard.
We all felt that.
And then, the second thing is the music. And I think I think being on the stage for the last 3 years has changed me a lot, or I've evolved a lot in the best way to just have fallen in love with analog music, with musicians, musicianship, and the personality that every individual player brings to a musical arrangement. And I really don't want to look at this album as a studio album and then you perform it. Like, I really have been working hard on bringing these 2 worlds together. So it's really exciting, actually, that the creation process for me has been with my band and with my MD, and I'm in the space and we're directing like a live performance and then we're taking it to the studio. So it's like we're doing it in reverse, which is really exciting. But then, you get overwhelmed by the amount of possibilities that something could be, you know? So an immense amount of passion and love is currently being poured into these songs, and the journey and the order and the thing and and then tour. Anyway.
So many things.
It's exciting.
That's why I thought it was so special too, your Grammy nomination for Best Music Film. Like, we see like that little snippet that you posted to recap it too, of like you getting emotional on stage. Like, you see that moment where it felt like your brain come to life. I can only imagine, like, as an artist, what that must feel like to be in a world that you created with so many other talented musicians. Like, what that moment was like for you, and getting to, like you said, bring those things to the stage, what that feels like.
That specific gig in particular, like, was literally one of the greatest nights of my life. And I think what was even so amazing about it is, at the time, everyone told us we were really silly to be spending what we spent on that show, or to be putting it like in an orchestral format. And what was so beautiful about that show is it's just like, you got to translate an album into a symphony. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You get to perform it on a stage. You've got 90 people on stage with you. We made overtures. We made requiems. We took an album and it was like musical indulgence to the max. Do you know what I mean? And I'm literally like sat there on the floor in the thick of it, and I'm like, you have to enjoy this moment right now, the amount of work you've put in. And I'm literally just looking around at this bed of musicians just playing this music. It just doesn't get any better than that. Really and truly, it doesn't. So that was an insane feeling. And
you've been playing these shows, like you said, for the last few years. Like, and as you get ready to go on this next tour, your sisters are joining you, which we're going to talk about that. That's so special. Like, what do you dream about making for that stage? And how has your, like, all these stages you've been on kind of accumulated into this moment? What have you taken from those years of being the stage to bring it to this tour?
Well, this tour, which is still in the developing phases, very much so, but it's so exciting because I think something I always say on the show is, like, dramatic endings. Like, we're going to give you loads of dramatic. I'm a drama queen. And it's so funny because I think the more and more shows I'm doing, the more I'm realizing I actually just live for maximalist music that if it's sad, it's swooning strings, like crying, and you know what I mean? Yes, and if it's happy, it's brass going like da, 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 da. And just this kind of mixture of, sorry, I sound like an absolute nutcase when I literally watch myself. You should see how me and my MD talk about the arrangements when we come up with ideas. Anyway, so what's really exciting about it is really just leaning into the musical drama and so we're gonna go for it. I don't want to give too much away because it's early days, but a lot of heart is already being poured into it. And what is exciting is, we'll play music that's not out yet on this. The tour's called This Tour May Contain New Music, and I really do think the stage is where I really enjoy sharing and developing music as we go. So we're going to be playing new songs on tour, and then I can do last tweaks and things, and then we hand this album in
This is
there.
such a unique concept. I'm so excited about this. The fact that you're going to play to your audience all this live music that they have not heard before.
Yep.
Tell me your process for doing that. And as you go throughout the shows, do you think you're going to like be adding songs in, taking them out? Are you switching up the set list? It's going to look different every time?
I think so. Ordinarily, my set list is different every time. My poor band and team, bless them, because I just think the idea of playing the same show twice, it's just not my goal in life. I really enjoy a show moving and evolving, and I don't not copy paste. I don't know. So my set list anyway has always been an evolving space. But yeah, I think tour is going to be like quite. But it's you know, how do you do that? But then do big production ideas and when things want to be locked in, but I'm like, we can't, there needs to be room for things to move and change. So we're currently figuring out how it's going to look. I think it's going to end up us preparing like a really long set list and then cutting,
you just feeling
and doing
the
what
vibes
we
of the
do on
show.
exactly.
Also with your sisters, I think is so special. I have 2 sisters too.
You
and
do?
I love, yes,
Aww.
and that sisterhood is just like the most special thing. Having them on tour, I can imagine for you, creates a whole new different type of creative environment.
Yeah.
What is that energy going to be like having them there?
Oh, I love my sisters. I live with my sisters, so we're like super close. For many things, I think the first thing I'm just excited for them to have, like, support tours can be brutal. Like, I've done a lot of support tours in my life, you know, like people like yawning in your face. You got like talking over you, just looking at you like, who are you?
Like you have to have the mental stamina.
Yeah,
like
you
going
have
into it, you have to know.
You're going in to fight. Like, you're going in there like,
You
I
did
need
your
to
first
win.
one, were you prepared for that? Or
Oh,
was it a learning curve?
No,
What was that first one?
Huge learning curve. I think my first like big support tour was opening for Jess Glynn in the UK.
Yeah.
I was 17, I think.
Wow.
And I was literally in like t-shirts and like my hair in a... Anyway, it was a mess. But
you remember that's how you had to learn like what it was like to do this.
Every support tour you learn something new, you know, even like I got to open for Kali Uchis, which is when I think I came and saw you guys 3 years ago, which is insane because I literally remember that like it was yesterday.
Same, I
and I'm
do.
so grateful to her as well for that opportunity because that was my like first chance to get in front of like a big American audience in terms of like venues and stuff like that. But, you know, I had to like, you know, you come out and then people are like, you know, who are you? Like,
Impress
you
me.
know,
There's a
yeah,
certain
yeah.
vibe there. Yes.
And you just got to be like, hi, I'm Raye, I'm a singer from London. Sing, 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 try. And I'm excited for my sisters to have an experience of having like that kind of safety because I'm going to bully my audience into being so kind to my sisters. Those
Show
are my
up early.
sisters.
Yes, exactly.
Be nice to them. Be supportive, cheer for them. Do you know what I mean? So I hope that they're going to have a lovely time to develop their skills because, you know, tour allows that. But also, like, I'm such a family girl. My family is my rock.
Yeah.
So it's just really nice that we get to do it together.
Is your grandma going to get to make an appearance on tour? Is
You
she
know
going
what?
to
I feel
do
like
a little?
she needs to, innit?
We need to hit her the mic. She
I
has to
feel like
do
she
her.
needs to. She could just come out, we pause some music, and she can just be like, your husband is coming. And then we just cue the music back in.
What was her first
I
reaction?
would love, that's a great idea.
We had to make it happen,
Yeah.
okay? We heard her. What was the reaction the first time she heard the song finished? Because she knew she was going to be a part of it, right? You had asked her for the voice memo.
Yeah.
Okay.
She did. She was actually a bit upset because I'd caught her first thing in the morning. And I was like, Grandma, can you send me a voice note? Send it now, please. So she
And you
sent
just had the idea that you wanted her to be a part of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that I needed her to say, your husband is coming. Or I'd asked her to send me a couple of variations of, you know, your husband's going to arrive or whatever. Some positive affirmation from Grandma. And yes.
Has a good energy.
So yeah, and then I cut it and I just put it in there and she was like, oh, Rachel, you know, my voice is so low. It was so early in the morning. I was like, Grandma, you sound great. So she was a bit upset, but now I think she's just really happy.
Now I want her in more of the, I need like just like a whole song of just her
We're going to have
affirmations.
more Grandma, don't worry.
I would meditate to that.
Yeah, I know. Her voice is so powerful.
Yeah,
And she's
it really
also
is.
like my best friend. So it just like, she's really, I call her every day and we talk about life together. And she's like she's genuinely like my best friend.
Oh, what do you think it is? Do you think it's just like a kindred spirit? Because you know there's always that one person in your family, you're like, we just get each other on a different level.
I really think I'm truly like her granddaughter, you know. My I got a tattoo of Agatha because that's her name, and my middle name is Agatha. And it's so funny, like, I'm literally her, but as her grandchild. We're both very passionate. We both talk so much. Like, we talk a lot. I'm chewing your ear off right now.
I love it.
But she's also, you know, she's a fighter. Like, that woman has been through hell and high water to, you know, even raise my parents. My mum was raised in Ghana in a completely different upbringing. And my grandma moved to London to raise me and my sisters. My parents worked full time. My grandma was my rock, you know, so that woman has sacrificed so much of her life to take care of me and pour into me. So I'm just excited. It's just been, even at the Brit Awards, I got to bring her on stage.
Oh, that's right.
That moment for me, like if people knew, you know, when, it makes me emotional when I think about it. I love that woman. So as much light and glory that I can shine onto her, I will, because she deserves all the accolades for everything she has done. I wouldn't be me without her.
And do you guys have the same taste in music? Like, is she the ones that...
She's like James Brown lover,
Yes.
Aretha Franklin. She's my, you know, 1960s queen. She used to have a bob like this. So did my mum, actually.
Really?
Yeah. She used to do roller sets and just have big, you know, back-combed hair, even bigger. Like, I like mine really big now. I've done a tame bob for you today, but
they must all just be so proud, though, to like see this dream come true. It's got to be so surreal for them as well.
Definitely it is. For all of us, you know. None of us thought this would all be happening, so yeah.
And you said you consider Where's My Husband a manifestation song.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Are there more manifestation songs on the album?
Ooh.
Could we see that being something thematic?
I think there's definitely a journey on the album. I will say, like, Where Is My Husband is kind of near the end of the album track listing in terms of mood and vibe. So we're going to go for a journey to get to this place.
Okay.
I don't know if that might be the only one that's kind of like, Where's My Husband?
And what type of man are we manifesting at this point?
Right. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah. What type of men are we manifesting? Yes, sorry. Should really be prepared with this answer because that's literally what the song is about.
Like, do you also like a creative type? Do you like an artist, a musical man?
Oh, someone who loves music, definitely.
Okay.
I don't know about an artist.
Really?
I've tried.
Oh no! Now you got to go someone who's like
male
can
artists.
respect. Yeah. Oh,
Maybe
go on.
there's
I want to hear.
something. No, and maybe they need to get to a certain age and then everything gets better. But like from what I've experienced, it's just devastatingly not the vibe for me.
All the resounding, like, yep.
It's a resounding no from me. No.
Okay, and then I had to ask because the ring is my favorite part. I love that part of the song.
Oh,
Do you have an idea of the ring that you want? Have you already thought about that?
Oh my gosh! Do you know what I would really like a ruby or an emerald?
Oh.
You know, like a coloured ring with some diamonds around it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, love that. Yeah. Raye, last question for you. Because we are so excited about everything that's happened this year for next year. Like, it's almost the new year. When you think about 2026 and you think about the full year ahead of you, what gets you the most excited? What are you most looking forward to?
Ooh, I think I'm probably most excited to put this album out and to have it together and to feel proud enough of it and ready enough to be like, okay, let's share it with the world. Because I don't know, I listened to my debut album the other day, like just to listen back to it, and I was like, oh wow, like the live versions and the versions we play on stage have evolved so far from the records that I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot.
So was that the first time you've gone back in a while to listen?
In ages. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so different.
Yeah.
And what's exciting is the artist I think I am now is she's grown and changed a lot since then. And I think my music is a lot more maximalist and perhaps there's a lot more going. I don't know. It's a big growth. It's a big change. Yeah.
Can you describe this album in 3 words? Are you giving us too much?
No, I can.
Okay, you can. Okay.
Maximalist.
Love. Because I've been loving all that production too. Like,
yeah, like the full thing. Like
yes, give me the drama.
Sink,
I want the
whole
drama. Yes. Okay.
Dramatic.
Love.
Extremely dramatic. I think way more dramatic than the first album.
Really?
If that's even possible.
Yeah. See, this is the Raye that I love.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the third?
The third is there's a lot of lyrics.
Ooh.
There's a lot of lyrics. Yeah. Lyrics. Yeah. There's a lot of words. Oh, and lots of different sounds. Yeah. Yes,
And
I'm
then
so excited.
do you have a timeline? Do you have a date? Am I really pushing?
I have a rough date in mind, but what I'm aiming for is at least the first half of next year, but I'm aiming for the first third, fingers crossed.
Oh my, that's what we need for our 2026. I need to kick off my year with Raye, okay?
Yeah.
I need that to happen.
Yeah. Come on.
We are so excited for
Thank
you.
you.
Truly, we love all your music. We love you. Guys, can we give it up one more time for Raye and Raye?
Aw,
Thank you so much for
guys.
being here. We love you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here, and don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. See you next time.